This is Arunava Chaudhuri. You know me under my social media handles, arunfoot. Today I want to talk about the issue of finance and club football in India. Pat Jindal has said that Mangalore FC are losing about 30 crores a season. A lot of people are surprised. Certain people don't understand how can that be. And the reality is that anyone who runs a club, who has to fund a club, is losing money at this stage. Getting sponsors, getting people to come forward to fund Indian club football is very, very difficult. It starts at the top. The reality is the Indian Super League no longer has a title sponsor. And if you look at the ad boards, they're also relatively empty. The same can be said about the Indian national team. And look at the ISL teams. There are certain teams who are doing quite well. There recently were some articles on SportsKhabri about those numbers, about who has how many sponsors. But overall, in the ISL, teams are losing a lot of money. 15, 20, Pat Jindal said 30 crores. There are others who might be even losing more money. And some of them are trying to sort of reduce their losses in selling it as sponsorship in-house with brands, companies that they own. But the real problem is that television rights in Indian football are at the moment worth close to nothing. If you want your league to be broadcast at the lower level, you have to come forward yourself to pay for the production. So it's not just an ISL problem. The same problem exists in the I-League, where you lose, depending on how much you're spending, 3, 5, 10, maybe even more crores. And as you go down the pyramid into I-League 2, I-League 3, to the local leagues, yes, everybody's bleeding. And that is also one of the reasons that certain entities don't really want to invest into grassroots and youth football, because that is an investment which you would make if you're making profits with your senior teams. That's the system around the world of professional sports. Make money with your professional team, your first team, and that money trickles down in the internal club system, even in the leagues. And there needs to be solutions to that. And there the question lies. When will a broadcaster come forward and offer money for the rights of the Indian Super League? Smaller leagues have an advantage in India. Be it Pro Kabaddi. Some people say they look now to be bigger than the ISL. Kho is something which I saw is also making strides. Other leagues are there. Pro volleyball as well. So Indian football needs to find solution to these problems. And it's another challenge for football in India, which it needs to tackle, needs to find solutions. Because there are people who've been now investing into club football over the last 10 years, and they've lost into the hundreds of crores. Maybe someone has a solution. Maybe someone has an answer. Do reply me. Leave your comments behind. Like, share, and subscribe. And do follow our evening discussions between SportsKhabri, Curious Harry, myself, and Indian food and football. This is Arunava Chaudhuri signing off, and I'll be back soon. Bye, everyone.